I don't understand what these boys don't understand. 50-50 is for broke boys. It will make you less of a man if you're making your woman split the bills. What kind of man would you be if you have her even working a job? Your girl should not be working. It's 2024. She should not be working at all. Her money is her money. My money is our money. I'm going to say it again. Her money is her money. We don't touch that. But my money, that's our money. We spend that together. You 50-50 men will never get the respect I get. Ever. Ever. If you're a 50-50 man, you will never get the respect a 100% man gets. Period. You don't understand this. I won't. Once you get this, you will see where I'm coming from.
So he's saying that a 50-50 man can never gain or garnish the respect of a man that's paying all the bills. That shouldn't be true. That shouldn't be the case, but it very well may be an observable reality. This is what I think. I don't think on that wavelength. For one, little transparency, my 12-year happy fulfilling marriage was built on 50-50. I like 100, but for the sake of keeping it simple, 50-50. All right. Everybody come with what you got and build together and shoot for the stars, baby. But that I think it is a healthy stress for every man to want to be a wholehearted 100% provider for his woman. It's at the same time respect to guys that can't reach that. These are not normal rungs on the ladder to reach for. These take ambitious men. And what have we discussed up here? Ambition does not come standard on every man. And that's why we all out of whack. You can't cut a man down because he can't go out here and start making six figures. That is insanity. And that's why we at where we at now in the dating market.
I almost thought his name was Derek Jacks Jr. the way he was talking.
Yeah, you was liking it though. All the women was like, "That sounds great."
No, they don't. I wouldn't want nobody to pay all my bills simply because I would know. I'd be acting up.
See,
are you saying that now as your current self, or would can you really tell 25, 30-year-old women that?
They would be acting up just like me. You ain't gotta pay. You don't have to pay.
Well, what I'm saying is, you saying you don't want the guy. They saying they do want them because they do. You see what I'm saying? You say I don't want. They don't even understand.
No, I'm saying I don't want the guy who pay everything. The guy who pay everything, I'm gonna act up on him.
Why?
Because I consider him easy mark.
Whoa. But what if
if he pay everything, he ain't giving me nothing to strive for. He doing everything. You doing everything for me.
In return of him giving you everything, should you not in return give him everything?
But I am, but I'm still gonna be pretending.
Damn.
That's frantic. That's for the men in the chat. That's a whole message in the gym. Yeah. Coming in. Like you said, if y'all build up to that after 15, 20 years is one thing. But if you come in the door like that,
right,
I hear you.
So, I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna do everything I gotta do to make sure you pay everything. So I'm gonna be as nice as you want, submissive as you want, long as I done secure that bag. And then if you one of those people that demand respect, you one of those men that will demand respect and gotta get respect, I might give it to you, but you might get cheated on.
Gotta respect the honesty. Yeah. And there you go. Well, Heathen Queen is saying if you come in leading with that, you kick in the door like I'm paying for everything, baby. You ain't gotta do nothing.
Right.
Like that joker there. Yeah, I agree. You come off as a mark. Why you just trying to pay for everything, Ninja? You don't know me. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I'll pull this up. We're going to get back into it. Hit the like button, folks.
I'm here to say, don't get me wrong. I never been to Buckingham Palace. And I never really been to a castle. But all you brothers out here hollering about us treating you like a king, and then you asking for half, I can only go off the movies, right? But I don't think I ever seen a king ask the queen for half or nothing. Seemed like he was in the castle running shit and paying for everything. I may be wrong. I mean, he was getting some taxes and, shaking up the townspeople for stuff. But I don't recall a king ever asking the queen for half of anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may need to rewatch some movies, but I'm just taking a little break from combing these locks out. But
so she's saying,
hell,
she's saying back in, she said men always like to going back in the daytimes. She said, well, hell, the king paid for everything. He wasn't telling the queen she got to pay the light bill.
And you want to know another fun fact, Miss? Back in king and queen days, does anyone know how kings were typically dethroned? Huh? They were, it was off with their head. They got decapitated. So I'm so tired of going using these references. Oh, the king did this. Yeah, it was different rules, and most times he only came off that throne via his head rolling off his shoulders too. How about that?
So, and the women were virgins. The women were sold as property, and the men had a choice in the female. These days, she ain't got none of that stuff that a virgin or a betrothed person. She don't have any of those qualities. So
there you go.
Making that comparison today, and then is no comparison whatsoever. The men got to choose between single mothers, OnlyFans folks. They got to choose between all these different kinds of women. I'm not saying all women are bad, but they got different choices these days compared to the women you knew were virgins, you knew were untouched, you knew came from a solid family.
I love that king talk, and I love Love said the king was born rich, and take that into account. What about these brothers that were born poor? Do you still expect the majority of women know where the guy they crave, Mr. Reformed Thug, most likely was born poor and broken households? This guy, all these men that they desire, are expected to go from the bottom, from the projects to the corporate office, every last one of them.
And another part, part of her point as well, I'll get AD in here real quick. Part of her context is she was saying men need to stop calling themselves kings. I don't disagree with her. So that was why she went down that rabbit hole, because you got Nug walk around talking about he a king.
He is.
Yeah, that was my point there. It's a difference between a queen and a king and a just an average walking person walking around. She probably hadn't been groomed or engineered to be any of that. So what's the point of you calling, even referring to a king or a queen? We don't even live in that time of day anymore. Under any of that democracy, I mean, we say it all for other purposes, but there ain't no point of being about this king queen mess, and you ain't probably even looking to get married. You ain't ready to be married, none of that. So there ain't no point of you be talking about that. Like Media Man was saying earlier today.
She said you can't be walking around saying you a king and then asking her to pay the light bill and the gas bill. That kind of is conflicting.
Yes, I concur.
And that's what I wanted to speak to. The regular village people who lived in the king and queen's villages, they work together to make the house work. So she wrong. So I don't know how she came up with that idea. Ain't nothing correct about that.
Well, as far as what?
The woman did stuff to help the man in the house.
Contributed their contribution.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but as far as, like you said, every man wasn't a king, so that's part of the every man never.
I never heard of a queen sewing nothing together. She had servants to do that. She had the woman in the village to do it.
Yeah, that's what I said. We all out of context. People talking about kings and queens. What we talking about?
Yeah,
most people are just peasants. We talking about peasants.
I think that's empowering. Y'all not gonna like this, but kings and queens. What my girl Rose say? What's a king to a god, huh? Small G, little G. Like, come on, y'all really want to be kings and queens? Like, that's just. I never called myself no king. I know where I come from. I come from peasants.
And no shade to you, heathen queen. I know you still a queen though.
It's crazy how dudes want you to go 50-50 with them on the bills, but they don't want to go 50-50 on cooking. They don't want to go 50-50 on cleaning. They don't want to go 50-50 on helping raise the kids. But y'all want 50-50 on the bills. Yeah, okay.
That was short and sweet. That's sort of what most women say. That's like, in a nutshell, that's their thing. Like, oh, I gotta clean, I gotta cook, I gotta feed the babies.
Here we go.
What's your take on that? I'll get Heathen Queen in here real quick. What's your take on that, Heathen Queen? What's the modern woman's leg to stand on there? Because they always throw that out there.
Well, I mean, what she's saying is, there's a little truth in that. You want to be the leader, but you want all of the domesticated duties and all of those things for a female to do. But when it comes to you helping out with all the household duties, you don't want to do that. You want to just come in, sit down, kick your shoes off. That's not how it is. If I got to pay 50-50, we both got to do the cooking. We both got to do the cleaning. We both got to do laundry. If I'm doing 50-50, that makes sense, right?
Got a question.
If I'm doing half,
are you helping change these brakes? Are you help changing this radiator or on the car? Are you keeping the car inspected? Are you mowing this grass? Are you fixing this house? Are you replacing this hot water tank? Are you fixing this furnace? Are you replacing this toilet? Are you helping with that? Huh?
Yeah, I'm willing to do those kind of things because I can do those kind of things.
Not willing. We willing to do anything for survival. We want to get out of survival mode. Are you helping me fix this greasy, dirty automobile when it's 10 degrees outside?
But young guys these days don't know how to do none of that stuff. So that's a move.
And there you go.
Here we go. Here we go. To make both of y'all point. Both of y'all, I agree with both of y'all. Heathen Queen, what you said, and then Mr. Walker. And Heathen Queen, come back what she just said.
Yeah.
Modern folks, you said, well, modern men can't do none of that. And neither can modern women. So modern women ain't out here cleaning, cooking, and modern men don't know how to fix stuff and all that. So here we are. That's where we at in the dating market. And
right.
We're AD, you square in the middle of this dating market. Are we off base?
Nah, you ain't off base. I'll tell you right now, I know some dang fellas that don't know how to even wash the car. The car be riding around in the Ashley booty car. That car be white. They'll be white full of all kinds of stuff. But I'm gonna just put it like this, man. They really moving the wrong way. They should be looking for equal. They should be looking for their superior. You feel me? So why you looking for a man that you just can't add to?
Well,
why are you looking for a man you 50-50 with?
How about this, AD? Now, I hear the Queen got her point. She's saying that these guys today, these women are saying, we cook, we clean, we do all this because it seems as today's modern men aren't coming back with, well, I fix the car, I do this, because then you got a leg to stand on. So, AD, do you think it's important that we can't go back to old days? We don't want to. But do you think it's important for our young men, including yourself, to learn basic, like mannish skills, like repair a little bit on the house, repair the car? Do you think that should be important?
Oh yeah. You need it depends on the type of where you trying to go with it. Cause I mean, not everybody gonna need it because they never gonna need to use it. Because like I'm gonna just put it for instance, like you, Mr. Gavin X, y'all probably want a house, right?
Yes.
Y'all probably want a fence.
Yep.
What's the use of Nug if he only want to be in the streets to know how to fix a fence? If he never gonna put that skill to use, so he don't never find no value in it, and he ain't never been around it. So he indoctrinated into the system to where he don't even need none of these skills.
That's true. That's a shame. You spitting. That's true. Nug don't need these skills to get cheeks, but the men like yourself, AD. Not nug guys that's looking to get into relationships in today's modern dating world. We see what the women are coming with. They like, we cook, we clean. What you do, Ninja? They saying they cook, they clean, they coming with half the bread. They saying you just coming with half the bread. You see? And I ain't saying it's okay. I'm just saying it's observable reality. So what do today's modern men got to fight back with?
Well, my thing is, man, I don't seek partnership. So I don't know how to look at it no other way. But I don't know how these dudes come in the house and they be like, I need equal. Like if I got a plan, I need a woman to support it. So I don't know how they come off like that. I had a conversation with even my own sister. I had to set some stuff straight. Like, ain't gonna be none of that partner stuff. I heard him mention the word partner. Hey, that's a trigger word for me. No, I ain't gonna be. I let him know off the top. Let's talk, man. Listen, I told him ain't gonna be no partner, nothing.
You gonna be a provider?
Huh?
You gonna be a provider?
No, yeah, I'm gonna be the provider. That's the man supposed to do.
Ain't no partnership.
Okay, now if I got a Kendra G, okay, exception. Okay. I give Vivica Fox exception.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna start commending that I need a sugar mama because they getting old. They puffing. You look. Now look, you want to talk, me? Come on, we can talk this talk. We can walk that walk. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not, but the thing is, I know who I am, and I'm confident in who I am. So not a lot of brothers walking around this of our reflection who are confident, incompetent in how they're approaching these dating situations because they weren't raised in these situations in the best light. So how could they ever step in these homes in a righteous way to be successful?
Here we go. This is why I asked the question, because this pushback ain't gonna stop. Shout out to Crystal. Crystal say the woman will always, most time, do the majority of the housework. Stop the BS. Most men don't change oil and brakes, and yeah, they ain't helping with housework. So see what I'm saying? It's little stuff, and this is some gems and rubies. Men out there, it's not difficult. Like I me myself. I'll stand on this square. I believe it is imperative for today's young men to learn simple repair skills because it's going to help build you up and give you confidence as a man. I promise you, ain't nothing like the hot water tank going out and being replaced the same day. And you ain't got to call nobody. I'm trying to tell you something. Your woman will love
like
that.
You said, at the very least, you got to be able to pay for this stuff.
Pay for
like
it.
You said,
there you go.
Like, and the same thing with women. We got expectations. Ain't nobody telling a woman you got to cook every night, but you got to provide dinner. There got to be food. And just like a man, every man, like I said, the expectation can't be every man know how to change hot water tanks and stuff like that. But you got to know, you got to have a network. A plumber.
Amen.
All right? You can get this stuff done. Like you said, we got to become more resourceful in that manner. So
there you go. There's better context. Yes. And they be able to pay for it either or not.
And we got to remember, and we have to remember these days, you can have food delivered to your house. You can have food delivered. You can have the home supper or home food. You can have those delivered and be done cooking in 30 minutes with instructions.
And there we go. That's these young men's kickback. That's what they saying. They saying, wait a minute.
That's when I get that young. That's when I meet that young Uber driver. She gonna come right up to that step and she gonna see how I'm living over here. She gonna say, oh my God. He just opened up that door in his robe with the marble floors and big screens and just beautiful. Oh my God. He has a little dog. I'm gonna have a little cute dog this far to this place. She'll be, can I just pet it? Can I come in and pet it? Oh yeah, come on in here, Bonquisha. Come on. I'm gonna say,
insidious.
Come on in. And she gonna see a little bit more. She gonna get real comfortable up in there. And I'll say, you want to sit on that couch and have a talk?
This leather.
Yeah.
Hey, D gonna say, come sit on this leather.
Well, I tell you what, a lot of these women, they don't want to embrace the 50-50 lifestyle. Shout out to my guy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, but they out here and it's regrets now. So here we are. Hit the like button.